Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. I am Jeffrey Usangeban from BSP 1A. Ngayong araw ay pag-uusapan natin ang tungkol sa Malolos Constitution. Ngayon, ano nga ba ang Malolos Constitution? Malolos Constitution, the political constitution of 1899, in Spanish Constitution Politica de 1899. Informally known as the Malolos Constitution, was the constitution of First Philippine Republic. It was written by Felipe Calderon y Roca and Felipe Buencamino as an alternative to a pair of proposals in Malolos Congress by Apolinario Mabini and Pedro Paterno. After a lengthy debate in the latter part of 1898, it was promulgated on January 21, 1899. Ngayon ay magtungo naman tayo sa history ng the Malolos Constitution. The history of Malolos Constitution 1899. The Constitution placed limitation on unsupervised freedom of action by the chief executive, which would have hampered rapid decision-making, as it was created during the fight for Philippine independence from Spain. However, its Article 99 allowed the unhampered executive freedom of action during wartime. Unsupervised executive governance continued throughout the Philippines-American War, which erupted soon after proclamation. Over 300 years of Spanish rule, the country developed from a small overseas colony governed from the viceroyalty of New Spain to a land with modern elements in the cities. The Spanish-speaking middle classes of the 19th century were increasingly exposed to modern European ideas, including liberalism, some studying in Spain and elsewhere in Europe. During the 1890s, the Katipunan or KKK, a secret society dedicated to achieving Philippine independence from Spain, was formed and led by Andres Bonifacio. When the KKK was discovered by Spanish authorities, Bonifacio issued the Cry of Balintawak, which began the Philippine Revolution in 1896. The revolutionary forces took steps to form a functioning government called the Republic of Biak-na-Bato. In 1897, the Tejeros Convention was convened and the Constitution of Biak-na-Bato drafted and ratified. However, it was never fully implemented after several battles between the Spanish and Philippine Revolutionary Army. A truce was signed called the Pact of Biak-na-Bato in 1897. Emilio Aguinaldo, who had replaced Bonifacio as leader, and other revolutionary leaders accepted a payment from Spain and went into exile in Hong Kong. When the Spanish-American War broke out on April 25, 1898, the United States Commodore George Dewey aboard the Uso Olympia sailed from Hong Kong to Manila Bay, leading the Asiatic Squadron of the U.S. Navy. On May 1, 1898, the American force defeated the Spanish in the Battle of Manila Bay. Later that month, the U.S. Navy transported Aguinaldo back to the Philippines. Aguinaldo took control of the newly reformed Philippine Revolutionary Force and San quickly surrounded Manila on land while the American blockaded the city from the. On June 12, Aguinaldo issued the Philippine Declaration of Independence and followed that with several decrees forming the First Philippine Republic. Elections were held from June 23 to September 10, 1898 for a new national legislature, the Malolos Congress drafting a basic law edict. After the Malolos Congress was convened on 15 September 1898, a committee was selected to draft a constitution for the republic. The committee was composed of Hipolito Magsalin, Basilio Teodoro, Jose Albert, Joaquin Gonzalez, Gregorio Araneta, Pablo Ocampo, Aguedo Velarde, Eugenio Benitez, Tomas del Rosario, Jose Alejandrino, Alberto Barreto, Jose Ma de la Viña, Jose Luna, Antonio Luna, Mariano Abella, Juan Manday, Felipe Calderon, Arsenio Cruz, and Felipe Buencamino. They were all the wealthy and well-educated. Paano nga ba nagsimula ang Malolos Constitution? After the proclamation of independence, Aguinaldo established a revolutionary government on June 23, 1898, under which the party elected and party appointed. Malolos Congress convened on September 15 to write a constitution. The constitution was titled Constitution Politica and was written in Spanish. At ano nga ba ang mga importanteng na-achieve o mga achievements ng Malolos Constitution? Despite its brief existence, the Malolos Congress earned its place in Philippine history if only for two achievements. Number one, the ratification of the Declaration of Independence on September 29, 1898. Number two, the framing of the Malolos Constitution, which was promulgated by President Aguinaldo on January 21, 1899. At yun lamang po, maraming salamat sa pakikinig at panunood.